Welcome to the newest edition of the Traveling Golfer. This month, traveling to one of my favorite places in all of America, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. It must be a favorite. I've been coming here for more than 25 years, 4 or 5 times a year. And this time I decided to come to a place that had a bit of a miracle in the world of golf. Back in April of 2000, Barefoot Resort opened, and they opened 4 golf courses all on the same day. Designed by some of the greatest names in all of golf: Tom Fazio, Pete Dye, Davis Love, and Greg Norman. With a lineup like that, you can play golf here all week long, never get tired of it. But I'm going to tell you a couple of things you need if you're coming to the beach to play golf. Number 1, sunglasses, a must. Number 2, sunscreen, definitely a must. But I'm going to give you a little hint. In the early days of Myrtle Beach, it was known as a spring getaway for golfers from the Northeast to get a little bit of spring training in before their regular season started. Then golfers found the beauty of fall golf in Myrtle Beach. The weather is absolutely great. The course is in great shape. And finally, in recent years, they discovered summer golf at Myrtle Beach. Housing on the beaches, very much less expensive than some of the other spots along the east coast of America. The golf, less expensive. A wonderful family entertainment, and it's not as hot as you think, but the golf's always hot.
American owned, family operated, 5 generations, fiercely focused on one thing: putting the best beer on the bar. Yuengling, America's oldest brewery.
Well, we're with Dave Ginevro, the general manager of Barefoot Resort, in the clubhouse at the Pete Dye course. Dave, welcome to the Traveling Golfer.
Thank you.
We've been here many, many times, but I've never had the chance to tell people about some of the special things that here at Barefoot, including this very special room.
The Dye Clubhouse, this is it's semi-private, the Dye course, and the clubhouse has a members room. This is in the sitting area where they can come in and watch TV, play a little bit of cards, go in after their round of golf, take a shower. In the winter, they'll come in and have a casual drink in front of the fireplace on a cold evening. It's a very, very nice place to be.
Sounds like a great place for me, but I have to admit, I'm a little bit uncomfortable in here. It's the first time I've ever been photographed with a bear behind.
Well, I think you're safe.
That's a thought for you right there. I can tell you're a little speechless on that one.
I like the punt. That was very good, Tony. You got me speechless.
Well, this bear, of course, was shot right out here on the putting green, I think.
Yes, we'll say that. Yes, it was. It was early, very early on. We haven't had any experiences like that since.
Good. At least we know it's safe here. It must be safe, Dave, because 13 years ago you came to Myrtle Beach from Northwest Pennsylvania.
Yes, I did.
And you never went back. You said, I'm never shoveling snow again in my life.
I will say I've probably shoveled once or twice since then, but not on a consistent basis, and it was when visiting over Christmas. But yeah, I feel very fortunate to have become part of this facility. Overall, all 4 golf courses here at Barefoot Resort.
How many visiting golfers come to Barefoot Resort every year?
In the good year, you know, we're playing 150,000 rounds of golf here on the 4 courses. So that's a lot of people. Now that's not just, you know, if you're talking just golfers, that's a big number. But when you're talking about the people that come here and stay on site that don't play golf, that may just come in the clubhouses to have breakfast, lunch, or dinner if we're having a special function, or just use our 30-acre driving range, you know, those numbers get bigger.
It's certainly a wonderful atmosphere down there. That driving range with a sports bar right there brick oven pizzas. They got everything there.
Yeah, side by side at the sports bar, we have a Callaway Performance Center. It's one of 13 fitting centers in the United States, and it's right here on site at Barefoot, where you can go warm up on a driving range, come in and be custom fit for a new set of golf clubs.
Well, Dave, just being in here a couple minutes talking to you, I understand why it's so comfortable in this room. I like being in here.
It is. Thank you.
We pulled in Mike Ross, the director of golf here at Barefoot Resort. Same piece of property, contiguous piece of property, 4 totally different golf courses. These guys must be talented.
Well, you know, I think our owner, Mr. Sammy Puglia, had the vision to bring in 4 world-class designers that know how to move dirt, that know how to take a sketch and turn it into a work of art in terms of golf course. Davis Love, Tom Fazio, and Greg Norman, open to the public, but with membership. We've got roughly 1,750 members as well. To my knowledge, it was unprecedented up to that point to have 4 golf courses of that stature all being constructed simultaneously. To my knowledge, I haven't heard of anything, this part of the world where it had been done prior to or since then.
So 4 different styles. How about 4 different levels of play? Is there a tougher one, and then maybe one that's, I can't say easy, there's no such thing as easy in golf, less difficult?
Well, I think if you had to rank them, I agree with you. I don't think any of our courses would be termed an easy golf course. They're all what I call big golf courses in the respect that they're grand, they're spread out, they're large in scope. The beauty of it is we have 5 sets of tees. So, you can dial in how much you want to bite off as a golfer. In terms of difficulty, most people would say the DIEHL club is the most challenging. However, there's a lot of visual intimidation on the DIEHL course. The more you play it, the easier it gets, has been most people's experience. The Norman course, basically what you see is what you get. You step up on the tee box, you can see the hole that you have laid out in front of you. You've got 7 beautiful holes along the Intercoastal Waterway. It's just a lot of fun to play. That's how I term it.
And the last thing, Mike, we didn't mention before, the DIEHL course is the annual host to the Hootie and the Blowfish Monday after the Masters Celebrity Golf Tournament. What a blast that weekend is.
I know everybody looks forward to it. We've been putting it on now for, I think, at least 10 years. Top-notch celebrities and talent, and then the golf course, and then we shuffle everybody over to the House of Blues afterwards. This setting was made for an event like that. So.
Well, even after all these years, you know what I always look forward to? My next return to the Barefoot Resort. Mike, thanks for having us.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Whoa, the wind is kicking up here at Barefoot. That always makes play tougher. But you know something? A lot of people in the Northeast don't understand that summer golf in Myrtle Beach is very comfortable because of this wind. If you play the courses near the Intercoastal Waterway or near the beach, that breeze is going to keep you cool.
Hold it, sir. What are you doing? They only call it barefoot. You can't play barefoot.
I have to listen to him because this is Jeff DIEHL, the head professional here at the DIEHL course at Barefoot Resort. And, guys like me need a little explanation. I thought this was, everybody did this.
We actually have 2 people that usually come every year for the Hootie and the Blowfish tournament, and they play barefoot. John Daly and Jim McMahon. So we do let them play barefoot. But normally, it is against the club rules.
Well, I'll go put my shoes on. Why don't you hit a shot, and that way you can show me the proper way to be dressed and the proper way to hit a shot here on number 3.
Good stuff.
All right. Stay right there. I'm gonna pick up my little weak right front shot here and let Jeff try and make birdie. Jeff, go get him. We're with Rich Bartram, Director of Marketing here at Barefoot Resorts. Rich, I need directions, but not really with the golf. I need directions on where to stay. As we mentioned, there are so many options here, and there's actually a packaging company that handles all that?
Absolutely. Probably we've had our own package company formed for about 2 years now called Barefoot Golf Vacations. We specialize in golf packages here down to the Myrtle Beach area. Our most popular package, being that we have 4 golf courses here, is our buy 3, get 4th round free Barefoot golf package. And that includes 3 nights lodging, 4 rounds of golf, each round of golf at each of the 4 golf courses here. And that also includes complimentary breakfast each morning at the resort clubhouse.
Excellent. And of course, if somebody can't stay 4 days, or you can tailor make the package to fit anybody?
We can tailor the package to fit their needs, whatever they want. Some people stay here a week, some people stay here a couple days, but that's probably our biggest draw is our 3 for 4 package.
If anybody can only stay 3 days, I'm available for their 4th free day.
Absolutely.
With these packages, hey, it's very easy to come into Barefoot and stay here and never leave the property.
Absolutely.
You don't ever need to. But maybe for one reason or another they want to play somewhere else. Can you include that in the packages also?
We can include probably the best package that we have aside from our own is called the Myrtle Beach Best Package, which encompasses 11 other golf courses in and along the Grand Strand, all the way up on the north end, all the way down to the south end.
That's my next trip. 15 days in Myrtle Beach, well, maybe 16 days. 15 courses, 1 day for rest.
Absolutely.
All right, Rich Bartram, thank you very much.
Thanks for having me.
Welcome to a special bonus presentation for the traveling golfer. You know, one of the best parts of any round of golf is the 19th hole, and we're sitting at one of my favorite 19th holes in the entire Myrtle Beach area, Greg Norman's Australian Grill, right on the Intercoastal Waterway. I'm sitting with Scott GRAU, the general manager. Scott, welcome to the traveling golfer.
Thank you very much.
You know, talk about a comfortable place to come and have dinner or have lunch or go to happy hour. It doesn't get much better than this.
No, as you can see, we've got the waterway, we've got beautiful boats, we've got entertainment, we've got a little bit of everything. The food's spectacular, steak, seafood, you name it, it's excellent. The ambience, I think, is the key to this place.
Steak and seafood are the specialties, but there's a wide variety on the menu, and of course you change up with a lot of daily specials too.
It's a set menu plus a lot of specials.
And a great wine list. You have always prided yourself on the wine list here. Why not? Greg Norman has his own winery. You always have some live entertainment here, especially at happy hour. Helps you a little bit when you need to wet your whistle, and right on cue. Brittany, you must have been reading my mind.
I was.
Yeah, a little bit of a cold Yingling. How about you even picked my brand?
Oh, yes.
That's very nice. Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
A toast to Brittany, toast to Scott,
Cheers.
and a toast to Greg Norman's Australian Grill. We're in the kitchen at Greg Norman's Australian Grill with Chef Steve. We're going to be making one of their signature dishes today. What are we making, Steve?
We got a seared ahi tuna going over a truffle and mushroom infused risotto, and then complement it with a nice bacon bourbon glaze. This Avorio rice is already pre-cooked to a degree, just for our benefit for the restaurant. Turn the heat up a little bit. Over here I got the bacon bourbon glaze I've already made ahead of time. Add the sauteed mushroom to there. I'm just gonna give it a little stir. Make sure I got enough chicken stock in here. Then we're gonna take the tuna over here. A nice generous seasoning of the kosher salt and white pepper. Flip it over, get both sides.
All
You
right.
got a nice sear on here. Risotto is really close to being done. We got a low simmer going on, and then the bourbon glaze is nice and hot. Risotto is ready to add the Parmesan cheese. That's all it takes. I mean, if you want a little heavier Parmesan cheese, then you're gonna want more. If you don't like it too much, then you can put a little less.
Hey, I'm Italian. There's no such thing as too much
Never.
Parmesan cheese. Boy, is that good. From Greg Norman's Australian Grill. They've got the entire package here at Barefoot Resort. Spectacular clubhouse. Not only 4 golf courses designed by 4 of the greatest names in golf. Tom Fazio, Greg Norman, Davis Love, and Pete Dye courses, and there are so many housing possibilities right close to all 4 courses. Anything you want, and all of the shopping at Barefoot Landing right there. Although there's always so much to see and do in Myrtle Beach. That's it for our latest edition of the Traveling Golfer from Barefoot Resort in South Carolina, Myrtle Beach.
Tony Leodora's golf wardrobe courtesy of Antigua, the leader in modern golf apparel.
There can be only one number one. One outperforms. One outplays. The one shot. The one moment that separates one from the rest. That's when one redefines distance. That's how one earns number one. R1, the one driver played by more tour pros than any other. From TaylorMade, the number one driver in golf since 2001.